What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? I see y'all in the building. I love the way that looks. Make me feel like I ain't come up here for nothing, okay? What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm back. Y'all know I have not been here. I gotta do better, y'all. I be saying I be having to do better. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, all of the good stuff. Hey, William Lawrence, Greg Phillips, Daria, Savannah, Matthew Wilson. I saw all y'all coming through. I had to push this 30 minutes because a meeting ran late and I had to get these screenshots, baby, because I don't even know if we're gonna have a catch-up session. Y'all, this episode was so fire and so big and explosive. Baby, I might just have to focus on episode 9, the penultimate episode. Hey, Naya, thanks for the flowers. I appreciate it. So, yes, y'all, how did y'all like this episode? This episode was fire, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go ahead and just give it a 9. I'm going to get that out the way. Let y'all know I'm rating it about a 9. Yeah. Yeah, it was just that good. It was just that good. So much was going on. So much was going on. So let's get started. Make sure y'all are hitting the thumbs up for your girl. Like Moochie said, shout out to Moochie. Hit the like, hit the share. Get me up in that algorithm, y'all. Okay, please do that for your girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, I'm online now. Let's get into it. We're gonna start off. Hey, Blazing Saddles. Hey, Naya. Let's get into this episode. Overly zealous, whatever her name is, Dre. I call her Dre. She's overly zealous. And she's trying to get Tommy by hook or come crook. Okay, so her husband is not on board with it. It was a really good episode. I'm glad you liked it. It was really good. I enjoyed it. The husband is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I'm gonna need you to get your marbles back because I think you lost them." So they go through this whole little thing or whatever. He said he put the law down on her. He said either you're gonna do this by the book or I'm gonna turn your ass in. I was like, "Ooh." So he put his foot down. I said, "Okay, all right, all right." Then we get Jannard and Diamond. Now Diamond, y'all, I don't have no notes, so I just got my screenshots. Diamond and Jannard, they're talking about what happened to the PO, I believe. And y'all, I forgot to do the whole Tommy and Diamond getting rid of the PO. So that's done and over with. So they got rid of the body, whatever. They got all the stuff together because now that has happened and he was the last person at the barbershop, they're going to come back there. So now they have a reason to take and clean up the downstairs basement where they shouldn't have had the stuff down there anyway. But they took the opportunity to go down there, clean the safe, get the narcotics out of there, and the barbershop is free and clear now. So he told him what happened to the PO. Jannard, baby, he still look like he on that corner, y'all. He still look like. Can we get him some lip chap, something, a razor to the beard? Like he still look like he on that shit. I ain't even gonna. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. He still look like he on that shit. He look a little rough. He look a little rough. What's up, Jeremiah? He look a little rough. Y'all let me know. Does he still look like he on that ish? Another thing, how did he kick that H girl so damn fast? That's not how any of that works. So I'm just asking for a friend. Just let me know how he kicked it. Now, they have, this is a weird little shot because we got all the players in there. You see Crazy Dude and Grandma, and you still see Mireya. Miguel, is that his name? And they're having this conversation, and in the depths of the conversation that he's having with his grandma, he all of a sudden says that he's going to kill Tommy. And so the next thing you know, all you heard was Mireya heart beating. Boom, 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 boom. She just kind of zoned out, and she's like, oh my God, what is going on? They talking about they gonna kill Tommy. They about to kill my man because he sees now what his abuela been trying to tell him, that Tommy is coming for your spot. And he's not even covertly doing it. He's overtly in your face doing it. He's playing in your face. He playing on your top. So he understands, his eyes is open now. And so now he gonna say, I'm taking him out. Now, we do get introduced to another connect. We'll get there, y'all. Let me take my track shoes off. But how I know this is Miguel's end game, ending times, is because we have another connect that just popped up out the blue. Is his name Ricardo? We'll get there. He's meeting with the Serbs and stuff like that. So, child, she's like, oh, Lord, they about to kill my man. They about to kill my man. So, hey, Tina, I ain't see you in there. And so she just kind of zoned out, and she's like, I'm going to have to go see about my man. So, okay, so here's the new player here. What was he giving? He wasn't giving cartel boss to me. What do y'all think? He was impressed, enchanted, and impressed, his words, by Claudia. Now, I don't know about y'all. I know y'all ain't here for Claudia. I know y'all not here for Claudia, but I still like Claudia. I like a woman that makes her mark. I know y'all, it's against your programming that you don't like women who do the same things that men do. But what I'm trying to say is, Claudia making the moves that she makes in a man's world, I just have to applaud it. So, I'm here for her. I'm here for Shanti. And like I said, you can't talk about none of the snake stuff that Claudia and Shanti does until you start looking at Jannard, Diamond, Tommy, all the other people, Miguel, all those people. Why we can't be on equal footing? Why I gotta be a bias there? I was listening to Lamont and Brandon, and they were saying that they didn't like the way Shanti, they liked the bite that she has for Claudia, but he don't like the bite that Shanti has with Jannard. And if you hear what we're saying, is that we're saying that we don't like when the woman treat the man like that, but she can treat the woman like that. Y'all, it's a whole thing. Y'all look into it, y'all. Y'all look into, how y'all be misogynistic in y'all thought process. I just want you to break it down. Just break it on down. Try to get it together. Yes, it's a love hate, and like I say, you can't do nothing but respect it, because it takes a lot of balls. It takes a lot of audacity, gall, kahunas, balls, whatever you want to call it. It takes a lot to step up in that manner, and that's why I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Shanti got that water. That wasn't enough to eat Jannar straight up with no shakes. I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one, Matthew. But yeah, right. Never went to rehab. I'm quite certain that that's not how that goes. I don't think you just drink a green shake, get into the boxing ring, and box that H girl off your back. I don't think that's how that works. But I digress. We're gonna keep on going. So he likes her. She makes a good impression as soon as she and this whole thing with Mirković, I don't like the deal. Like, I feel like Claudia and Shanti, they are getting ran around in circles by Mirković because I feel like they're doing all the work and he's just sitting up here talking about he got protection and he gonna pull the protection back. And I don't like that feeling. Me as a woman, I would have to be trying to get my weight up because we keep dealing with a man that keep talking about he gonna pull the protection. Now, follow me in my thinking, because I'm thinking that you could really pull the protection at any time to double cross Claudia whenever you want to. So I'm not really. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I feel like he ain't doing nothing. I feel like, yeah, he may have the connects because he's made this deal with this other cartel person. So I guess it's gonna be the new big bad. This is gonna be Miguel's replacement. Because well, they told us we didn't see, but they told us that he once Claudia gets in bed with him, she'll be untouchable. So this whole untouchable thing, we see that with King Kilos, the dude that Pow Pow Leon, shout out and rest in peace to you. Now he's untouchable. Now, what is this untouchable status here going on here? Does that mean, or we're gonna start a war? She's untouchable because if you do touch her, you're gonna start some shit. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. But he likes her. She made the deal. She spoke up. Of course, Mirković was not liking it. He tried to send shoe fly, don't bother me. He tried to send her ass on. And he was like, no, I like her. I want her to stay. She stays and she speaks up. She's telling the moves. I'm moving pills all throughout these clubs and all this stuff. I took over this place, even this spot that you're sitting at right now. It's on lock by me. So I was just like, okay, Claudia. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So then we get to see um they're trying to put the plan into action. Okay, so they know that they have a snitch in CBI. So funny, the snitch is standing right beside Tommy. I'm gonna need you to take your blinders off. Y'all, what's wrong with Tommy? What's wrong with Tommy? Can you take your blinders off, Tommy? What is wrong with you? Anyway, I mean, it was so funny to me because I'm gonna get there. I got my commentary at the end. But baby, when I tell you that if Tommy don't proctor Vic's ass, y'all, he better proctor Vic's ass. Because why? Because he was playing on your top. Now I got a funny feeling because he's the man and they don't want to kill the man off, and everybody wants Claudia killed off. I have a sneaky suspicion that they're gonna try to flip this thing and have Vic try to work for Tommy to stay a couple of moves ahead of the FBI. And I don't want to see that. Vic needs to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because he was playing on your top, Tommy. Playing on your top. Murking FBI agents in front of you. Man, but the thing was is that he was shaking like a leaf. Like he was shaking like a hooker on the front pew in church. He was shaking boots. Shaking boots. And the whole thing, y'all, you remember, okay, follow me because I haven't talked about this, the whole season as a whole, but all the stuff that he was doing, like Tommy, I know that pussy can't be that good that you not thinking. You gotta think. He gonna turn around and they talk about looking for a tracker, and the tracker is in his car. I said, "Oh my god." I could not, I can't understand what is going on here. And I was just so frustrated with Tommy, but I think they're trying to do this balancing act with Tommy because you know they kind of have him looking like Superman. Shout out to Brillo. Brillo with the S on the chest. They got him looking like, Superman. So I feel like they kind of had to dumb him down a little bit. But I was just like, is this the way, Sway? I don't know if this the way, Sway, but I don't know. Follow me. Let me see. Let's see. I feel like Tommy knew Vic was a snitch, but wanted to play dumb because he wanted it to be Jannard. That is true. That is very true because I feel like they just kept on trying to redirect. But I think what happened is that Vic got so many points for the Fed for his father. So I think Tommy in his head, and he white. Let's not forget that. And he white. He put him up here on this little pedestal right here, and then he still had Jannard down here because he thinks he's black, he's a snake, he's a gutter snipe. He tried to take me out, he tried to take you out, he a traitor, and he did this, and that, and that. But Vic hasn't really shown these qualities. And so I feel like, yeah, he was trying to goop himself out of that. But like I said, he played on Tommy's top. So Tommy we need to cancel Christmas on Vic. Nah, we need to cancel Christmas on Vic. Hey Inga, we need to cancel. Are we down for canceling Christmas on Vic? And if y'all say no, put a 2 in there for no and put a 1 in there for yes. If y'all say y'all don't want Tommy, y'all just prove my point every time about how men, y'all have the blinders on. They can do anything they want to. And can y'all make it make sense? Make it make sense to me. Okay. All right. Vic was steadily looking guilty. Yes, shaking like a leaf. Anytime he said anything about snitching, I felt like his face, like he was telling on himself. Right. Tommy, open your eyes. You don't care nothing about Mireya. I think she's gonna stay. I don't think nothing's gonna happen to her. I think we're gonna have Mireya around. But the thing that I'm most disappointed with, because I do see Miguel's end coming next episode. We'll get to theories. But when we talk about him, why everybody knew about Tommy and Mireya and nobody played the card. Now is I mean, if they don't play the card now, it's gonna be too late. And I felt like it was a great build-up. It was a lot of tension. Like I really wanted that card to be played and see how Tommy was going to get out of that. But they've been squeezing a lot in these episodes. So they may still pull a fast one on us and play that card, but it feels like they're not for some reason. I don't think it's gonna, get to that point. Wait a minute. I didn't like that rat talk by Tommy because he spared Tasha. Uh yeah, he did. He did. That's interesting. I wonder if Tommy really trusted Jannar and Shanti. I think with a long handle spoon, because they're using that what is that, the power, the law power about giving information, feeding somebody information to gain their trust. So the things that they're doing is kind of lining up where he can kind of put more stock and more trust into them. But I still feel like it still should be with a long handle spoon, because of Jannar. Jannar is just like trifling. I don't like Jim. I don't like Jannar. I'm sorry. I ain't never really see it for Jannar. I ain't never see it for Jannar. And canceling Thanksgiving and Christmas for Vic. Okay. Yes, Miguel can go too. I think he's gone. I think his time is up next episode because that man Che, he done chastised him way too much. So I don't know. The Serbs need to go too. Oh man, that scene when they came on that scene, when Miguel came on the scene trying to cancel Christmas on the Serbs, good, good. It was y'all. What was some of y'all favorite parts of the episode? The episode was so good, y'all. Child, it was a lot. Yes, Jannar is definitely going to turn on Shanti. And Shanti, she might be underestimating the P because he keep looking at her with the side eye. And I don't know, but she might need to put it on him a little bit more or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because he don't look too convinced. Like he's not looking convinced at all. So it's going to be some double crossing, double, triple crossing. So yeah, we know how that's going to go. Yes. Okay. Come on, y'all. 100% cancel Vic. Okay. We are on the right track. What's up, Mark guy? Okay. All right, where we at? So they're doing this whole thing. They're trying to find a rat. Got these burner phones that are linked up with the person, the lawyer that is, the inside person or whatever. So she got the whole thing on lock. I thought it was genius. Never heard it working like that because I didn't know burners work like that. But such is life. You know how you got to get the storyline to line up. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. So now after the whole season of playing it loose and fast and loose, now all of a sudden Tommy got his house, his loft looking like Fort Knox. Okay. Now at episode 9. Okay, I guess. But like I said, we gotta keep the story moving. Okay. We gotta keep the story moving. So she comes in. I believe she said that she is now authorized because you remember her husband gave her the stern talking about you better do this right. So she went and got a warrant for a tap to go in the loft. Who's gonna do this? Vic's gonna do this. Of course he's gonna do this. Y'all, I'm telling you, cancel Christmas on Vic. I'm gonna keep saying it. So anyway, they're gonna get Vic to do it, and Vic did end up doing it. Shaking like a $2 whore. Shaking. So then we see this little rest in peace to Leon, all that good stuff. Sorry, Leon. Diamond. I don't want to blame Diamond, but I kind of blame Diamond, y'all. Do y'all blame Diamond? Because I felt like, shout out to Brillo, because I heard him say this on his channel where he was saying that he thinks that the situation should have been de-escalated because he know the streets and not handled where you're letting a child make a decision that he hasn't fully played out the consequence. And yeah, I blame Diamond because he was right there. He was right there, and I felt like it could have been de-escalated. How did he get away from him? He was supposed to be taking them to the place or whatever and all that stuff. I was just so upset about that. But anyway, rest in peace to him. What's this no good ass nigga Jamal doing back at the house, girl? Shame on you. I mean, I guess he is the father. I wonder, me and my baby daddy is not together. Would he be over my house? No. All right. So anyway, I'll just play y'all. But I don't know. I just ain't like the way it did. He came and brought over some of his belongings that he left at the gym. She broke down crying, rightfully so. But this nigga come out flexing. Okay. Keep that same energy, okay? All right. We'll get back to you in a little bit. Yes. That's all. That's it. That's all. Jeremiah Diamond could have avoided the whole situation. He knows how the streets work. I believe if he was able to step in when he saw Leon getting ready to take off his jacket, he should have been like, beeline over there. No, we ain't doing this. We not doing it. You got somewhere to be. Y'all need to get the hell up out of here. Period. But Diamond misses her. Right. Rest in peace to little Leon. They wasted him. I thought he was gonna be somebody. I thought he was gonna go somewhere. Man, okay. So now, child, we knew Miss Mireya was gonna pull the Lakeisha Grant card out, but we didn't know she was gonna do it right now. So she ends up pulling the Lakeisha Grant card, saying, and he was like, shout out to Tommy because he did some acting. He did some acting. Now I liked him doing this better than episode one. That goofy ass, was it episode one? I don't think it was episode one. When he saw the pregnant girl Holly, I did not. I thought that was the corniest shit ever. I don't know why, but it didn't. It didn't land the way I think they thought it was gonna land. Not for me, maybe. And I'm not. I'm super sentimental, but I don't know. Maybe because I ain't like Holly. Maybe is that what it was? But he played this whole Lakeisha Grant thing much better than what he did with the Holly thing. Because that whole thing, him tripping over Liliana, like this whole season was supposed to be about getting revenge for Liliana. What happened to Liliana? What happened? All right, y'all. Let me see. Right. Girl, yeah, you know he be using drugs. Girl, yeah, he looking bad. He looking like Janar's little buddy on the corner. So she chooses Tommy. She goes because she just heard her brother talking about he was gonna cancel Christmas on Tommy. So she goes, she's kind of like putting all her cards on the table. I want to know what we're gonna do. I want to know how this thing is gonna play out. And you need to tell me. You remember he said you can ask me questions, but make sure you want the answers to the questions. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. I was like, that is fair. I respect that. Cause yeah, don't be sitting around asking questions you know you don't want the answer to. But Tommy did some good acting. Shout out to Joseph Secor on the acting, the breathing. Like he got triggered. Basically, he was triggered by, just bringing her up and what all had happened. And she was like, okay, she's dead. She comes clean and said that the people came warning me about you. I'm not talking to them. She came clean. And they pretty much patched it up. You know what I'm saying? He said, I want you to stay here. I want you to be safe. He gave her the security codes. I was like, you giving the security codes to your loft, to the sister of your enemy? I mean, he must really trust her, right? He must really trust her because that could be a whole thing. Because at first, I was side-eyeing Mireya. Now I kind of feel like, okay, maybe it was the way she acted, but because she was like standoffish to Tommy, and then all of a sudden she was like so in love with him, and I was kind of confused. So I was like, maybe we need to put a pin in that because maybe she might do a little double crossing or something. But Tommy might be putting it down. We know the drug dealers like to put it down, okay? Right. We do not need to see the ghost of Lakeisha. Hey Tamika. Appreciate you coming through here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. So I didn't know, y'all. Do y'all think about the little switcheroo? What you think about the little switcheroo that could have happened? And do you think it may play out? When I looked at the title of this episode and it said no loose ends, do you know exactly what that took me back to in OG Power? When Ghost put the hoodie on and killed everybody in the game. I thought that was the parallel that we was really gonna be getting into in this one, but it didn't work like that. Maybe it's coming, but I remember Ghost on Proctor's advice. He went and cancel Christmas on everybody in the game. I said, oh my goodness. I think, oh, that was it for me with Power. I was like, oh yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Okay. Why is Miguel so scared of needles? And then now I don't know, but why they always feel like they jabbing him, like sticking the needle in him like that? I was like, I said maybe because men might got more muscle and you got to kind of get through it, and so. But I was just like, I ain't never seen nobody jab a needle into an arm like that. I just never seen it, but it's funny to me. So anyway, so grandma is now administering the needles, okay? Because Mireya can't be bothered. So yeah, he was doing a lot of loving on his grandma, his abuelita. Child, rest in peace to Abuelita. She was telling them the game. She was telling them the game. She saw the moves before they was happening. That's how everybody kept staying 3 moves ahead of him because he didn't have no foresight. Grandma was telling him the whole time. Telling him the whole time. Rest in peace to I can't never say that shit right. So he told grandma that I'm meeting with Diamond to see whether or not him and Tommy are like this, or is there a way that we can divide and conquer? Because I think he's cool with Diamond because I don't think he sees or views Diamond as a threat. I think he views Tommy as the bigger threat. So he's gonna try to divide and conquer. And when he was explaining to Abuelita, she was like, divide and conquer. Yes, that's exactly what we do. So she was ordered. So he goes and he talks to exactly. And y'all, do y'all think this is good writing, or do you think that is too obvious? Because y'all remember grandma already said that Nunez may not stay loyal. Did you think that? I felt like that was like a huge, what I'm saying? Like I felt like sometimes, when we're sitting up here trying to theorize and do things like that, but I feel like they kept writing it, like foreshadowing it, and they wasn't even really trying to like foreshadow it. They was pretty much just telling us. So anyway, I don't know, but I don't know if that's good writing, or can you be a little bit more subtle with it, not overhanded, because because I'm telling you, it's like they pretty much was like telling us where we're going with this whole thing. So not not by grandma. Oh my god. Miguel still don't know about that shit. Oh yeah, he sure don't. And that's what I'm saying. Like they do have a lot of storylines that's kind of like, just kind of hanging in the balance. That's what I was saying about the whole the everybody knowing about Mireya and Tommy, except for Miguel. So, child, before they even got their little conversation out, child, grandma then went and got in the car. She asked for Nunez. The dude was like, I don't know where that dude come from. He don't even look like he Mexican or Latina or whatever he's supposed to be. Where he come from? I was like, that looks suspicious right there. He was like, where's Nunez? He's supposed to be driving me. Where is Nunez? Child, Nunez is over at the Serbs. Child, I was so devastated that car blew up on the grandma. Child. Anyway, he ran out there and he was so sad. He wanted to go. I was like, I don't know what he was going to do. I was like, maybe grandma just got a little bit of fire on her head and he was going to pull her out the car or something. But I thought she was gone. But, that's him in the moment. Now, this situation, Force is not that complicated with their writing. Right. I like, I mean, I understand breadcrumbs. I understand, foreshadowing and stuff like that, but I just felt like it was really, really, really heavy handed. Now, here we go with these ladies. All right. So we got, I think, what's her name? The butch looking one. I mean, not butch, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking. Claudia's little girl, Elysia. So she's telling her that, she can do, she's telling her about what she did with the guy and Miguel. I don't think Shanti was with it because I think Shanti is like, we doing too much too fast. So I think that's Shanti's hesitation. Y'all let me know. Did I read that wrong or something? I know Shanti be about making her moves too, but I don't know. I was like, I felt like she was just kind of like, you doing too much too fast or whatever. She got to come up with all of the money up front. She tells Elysia, like, I got you. She said, hold up, Becky. You doing too much. Because now, look, so what we got? We got the Serbs, we got Mirković, we got Shanti, we got Claudia, we got Elysia. So that's a four-way split on such a small market. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what we thinking. What we thinking? She sure is, and is, and we all know that. Right, Miguel of the crew suspected, and Grandma told them. Grandma told them. Only when Tommy told them did they know that he planted the bomb. Right, right. She's out of here. She is on a ticking clock. She gonna give Claudia that money, child. Just the way she did. Just the way. Well, I don't know because they're childhood friends. She did do that doctor in the lab. She did her dirty. She did her real dirty. But I don't know. It might not be Claudia that does it, but it might be Shanti. It might be Shanti. Now, child, D Mac. I got some words for D Mac because I'm telling y'all, people be thinking that kids are so like whatever. No. Did you see how he played his father, played on his guilt and his shame, and tried to flip that whole script on him? Child, children, they be master manipulators. Don't you sleep on them. Don't you sleep on them. So he done got a phone call talking about Darnell, then rolled out on the academy. He like, what? So he gets the news or whatever, and he's like, destroyed. But he never told Tommy though. But he knew I think he pretty much knew where to go. He went straight to Marshall house, and he found him. But we'll get there. Okay. So then we're having this conversation again with crackhead Jannard looking rough. Looking rough. He was struggling. He was struggling in the ring. Y'all, I don't know. He needs some more green shakes, y'all. Let me stop. Okay, so they had this conversation or whatever, and the conversation, she tells him everything. That's what I do respect about Shanti. Like she's making the moves, but she's keeping Jannard fully in the know about it. It's not a need to know basis. It's not her trying to do some underhanded stuff or whatever. I respect her for that. And I think that's why when Jannard turns on her, I think that's why I'm not gonna like Jannard any less. Because like I said, I don't like Jannard. Jannard is like my other than Vic, he's my next least favorite character. Yeah. And yeah. So they had the conversation. She kept them in on a deal and everything that was going on. Hey, DeMarcus. Yeah, I got another meeting at 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to wrap this shit up. Okay. So then we see Nunez meeting with him. Now, the plan was for not Abuelita. The plan was for Miguel. So he goes to get his payment. He said, "My payment a little light." I said, "Oh shit, look at this." Now I didn't know it was gonna be Mirković that was because when grandma said Nunez won't be loyal, I thought Tommy, that was gonna be Tommy's end, but it was Mirković's end. So anyway, let's keep going. So he was like the target was Miguel, and you failed. So once Miguel is dead, then you'll get the rest of your payment. So I was like, Nunez, you got exactly what you were supposed to get this episode. I got a picture of him, y'all. His face looks so like he was already visually challenged. But when they beat his ass, oh my god. He looked like, what is that? Is it the Hunchback of Notre Dame? Girl, child, let me stop. That's me, right? So Shanti comes back and tell Tommy everything. Like I said, you breadcrumbing, giving him information to do what he will with it. She was saying that she don't want to be looking like I'm working for both of y'all. He said, all right. He said, from now on, you ain't working for me. You working with them, but you still feed me the information. So I mean, they trying to say like Shanti is, 4 or 5 moves ahead. She playing chess, but I don't know. It always feel like she getting the short end of the stick for some reason or another. Follow me, y'all. Yes, got the rock head. That boy, that picture was a mess. So now we got the warrant, getting him to plant the bug. Of course, he's saying no, 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 and they saying yes, 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 yes. Next, okay, so child, they done had the grandma blow up and the funeral the next day, child. They at the funeral. Now, Tommy, really? Tommy really went in that joint at the funeral because he knew Che was gonna be there. Gave his condolences, act like he ain't know nothing about. Oh yeah, it's nice to see you again, and then goes beelines over to Che and be like, "Let me put a bug in your ear." I said, Tommy, I mean, hey, I guess in the game you got to have the balls. You got to have the balls. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was crazy. So I think what he was pretty much saying, I forget what he was saying to Che. Was he trying to say something about the Serbs, or was he trying to say something about Nunez? No. I think he was just trying to say that we're gonna find out who got your grandma. We're gonna figure it out. So yeah. It was something like that. And so, of course, you see Miguel down there peeping game, right? You better keep your good eye on Tommy, Miguel, because he coming for your spot. Child, then we get I guess who's over the investigation of the probation officer, the one that Diamond chopped up. She comes in there. They go searching everything. Diamond comes in. He's like, "What's going on? Your PO is missing. What's going on?" The last thing that he said, he was coming over here in his book. I didn't. Now, that's one thing I didn't know, that police officers like tracked all of their activities. So I guess, but I mean, I guess it's a smart thing. But it's the first time I ever heard, like in this particular show, that they keep this log or something. Now, I don't recall them doing that in the other powers or whatever. But I could be mistaken. But everything's clean, because remember when they did that, when Edward Scissorhands Diamond chopped him up, they had to clean that whole thing from top to bottom. So the cocaine is gone, The safe is down there, but it's open, but it's empty. And so they can't find nothing. Then Jannard comes and corroborates his story and gives him an alibi. So slowly but surely, Jannard is doing the things, right? So we see him walking back over to the side of Diamond. That's how we know he's gonna double cross Shanti. So she leaves or whatever. She's like, damn, I got 7 minutes, y'all. Okay. So this is when when Jannard tells Diamond that the kid is untouchable. And then I really didn't like the fact that they was even contemplating uh murking a 16-year-old, a teenager. I mean, even though I guess it's an eye for an eye, you know how the streets go. But he's King Kilo's nephew. So he's untouchable. Again, that word. Okay. So then he's like thinking about it, like, okay. And then he already made the pact with the coalition, so he can't break that. He cannot do that by, you know, maybe King Kilo, you better go back to the jail and tell King Kilo that he need to handle his nephew because something. You got to handle it a little differently. Okay. So then, okay, I think this is when he gave her the security codes or whatever. She's worried about him. He's like, I'm a big boy. I'm going to try to protect you. You can't protect me. I've been in this life, whoop-de whoop-de-whoop. All right. Then we see, keep that same energy, Jamal. We see him. Jannard was actually going to take the kill shot. He was going to take the shot. Keep Diamond's hands clean. Diamond told him no. And then he proceeds to drown him. He's telling him about all the stuff that, he was saying, the stuff that he was saying to Leon to damage his self-esteem and stuff like that. And he was like, you were just projecting your shit onto him. And so anyway, that's a wrap on him. His water got cut off in the water. So Vic up here putting the bugs in the thing. So anyway, the bug is there. He's shaking like a leaf and all that good stuff. We get to Marshall, and you remember I already talked about this, how he flipped it on his father and made his father feel guilty for, abandoning him instead of he talking about, you not my father. I said, see, them goddamn kids. I'm telling you, they get to a certain age, they start smelling their self. I want to say it's going to be around 15 years old. They start smelling themselves. And definitely didn't like it. And yeah, I didn't like that conversation. I breezed over it a little bit earlier in the thing, but like I said, I'm working on 4 minutes, y'all. So let me get this out. Y'all know the thing you do in the drug game is watch people. Nunez gonna take his loud ass car to Mirković like ain't nobody gonna recognize you. Sure. That was a mess. And then of course this is when Vic was looking like a hooker in church again, because he talking about he don't like rats and all this other stuff. Then Kate and JP have this conversation. He said, I found all your, liquor bottles in a trash can. She was like, oh yeah, my bad. I was just like, right. I mean, what you was like. But anyway, he tells her that he forgives her for, remember, because he threw something up in her face too, not too long ago. And I guess he didn't like the way that felt, right? So now he goes back and have a change of heart with Kate. Tells Kate that D-Mac is okay. Everything is fine. He want to talk to Tommy and all this other stuff. Now I don't know how that's gonna go, but both of y'all need to just pipe y'all asses down, because Tommy, he got too much on his plate right now. Don't be stressing him out, okay? You like how Jannard was smirking. Oh yeah, when Diamond took, yeah, I guess they Tommy saw something like, okay, here go my street dude. And then Jannard saw his street brother come back or whatever. So Mireya want to go to Barcelona. Right, girl, sit down. Jannard is happy. Yes, yes, that's exactly what that is. Right, JP forgot D-Mac. That's what I said. Like, how you gonna let that little boy Jedi mind trick you like that? Child, it's the Jedi mind trick. Don't fall for it, y'all. Yes, we about to get there. What else he look like, y'all? What else he look like? I said the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Then what is it? It feel like it's something else. Some other kind of bald head, big head thing. I ain't gonna say ET because I thought ET was cute in his own cute way. But child, they tore his ass up. You hear me? He hit the Julio joint, the Julito carving, getting ready to carve his tattoo out his head. I said, Lord, they tore that man up. I said, whoever did the makeup on him, honey, they did a good job because he looked a mess. He looked a mess. Then, oh yeah, so during this conversation, y'all, he finds out that Miguel is getting ready to make a play, or make up not a play, but a move, a real move on the Serbs, right? So then he tells Tommy, and he said it's about to happen at 7 o'clock. Vic, like, it's 6:58. He was like, call Mirković and let him know. Now, y'all, I want to know. I feel like I'm not thinking this out right because I think I know what the move is. It's a underhanded, overhanded type of move that Tommy is making by alerting the Serbs. But I know he didn't want the Serbs. But I think, okay, what it is that Tommy wants Che to think that he's not capable of doing the job. So I think that's what it is. Y'all let me know if that is what Tommy wants Che, make it look like, your boy Miguel, he's slipping. So I think that was the yes, Shrek. Not a green Shrek. Yes, baby. Oh my goodness. Y'all is dragging. The rock guy from the Fantastic Four. Y'all is a mess. Too funny, too funny. But yeah, so they alert. He said, get out of here. But Miguel was already there. So they sitting there, get the call from Nunez. Nunez, I think Tommy got on there and said, get out. Was it Nunez's voice or was it Tommy's voice? Y'all let me know. He comes in there, guns blazing. Okay. They was in there getting ready to settle a score. Okay. So they go in there and shoot up the place. Now they got a lot of Serbs. They got some bodies on them. They got some bodies, but they ain't get the right body because Mirković got his ass up out that trap door, got out of there, through the other way, came out the alley, and he was gone with his little crew. So I think it was like 3 or 4 of them left or whatever. So Cloudy got her money. Cloudy got her money. Okay. All right. I'm just making sure we paying attention, huh? We paying attention? Tommy is the backdoor specialist. Yes. He is looking bad. That's exactly what I thought. I had to think that thing out because I feel like I knew, but I think I just wasn't, like, I don't have no notes and stuff like that. Child. Here goes Shrek again. Tommy brings him to Che and Miguel and was like, this the person? Oh, yeah, I meant to tell y'all. When they was having that conversation, Tommy needed some information from Mireya, and Mireya is the one that put him on the sites of Nunez. So yeah, forgot that. Forget that. So he brings them, and of course, child Miguel, he looking bad. He looking mighty down, baby. He looking mighty bad. And here we go, Che again. You know what I'm saying? Listen. He was like, you gonna let him get to the person? I mean, he had like a rat in his organization and stuff like that. So he looking bad. So next thing you know, he said this is a family matter, but Tommy did his job. That's all he wanted to do. He was just like, he's all yours. I got it. I'm out of here. And this one headshot, oh boy, I was surprised that joint just didn't explode. That head looked like it's like so full of brains and blood and like, child, why the whole head just didn't explode? I mean, I guess the gun wasn't big enough, I guess. And Tommy walks away like, my job has been done. Okay. And in the most awkward sex scene of Power Force, is it the wig, y'all? Because I think her acting is good. I think it's the wig. I think they set her up. I think they set her up with that wig. I think it's the wig, y'all. I think it's the wig. Because, like I said, I think she does a good job acting, but I don't like, they're not selling this love thing. Like, I know she's like feminine in real life. Like, I've seen her on the red carpet, but I guess because the Shy and Power are so close together, like I feel like we didn't get a breather of not seeing her in a different role, and then they set her up with this wig. Is it me? I don't know, but child, they could have kept that, but they was reminiscing. He loves that she went back and did it by the books or whatever, reminiscing on their first, whatever arrest, getting the bad guy and all that good stuff. Child, next scene. Now we have Diamond and Jannard talking. I kind of forgot what this was about. I think that they was just kind of having a heart to heart, saying that I got your back, bro, and all that good stuff. Not quite sure about that. Ooh, if it was a hollow tip bullet, his head would have exploded. Right. Danny girl, I believe so. I believe, like, we're used to seeing her as a stud. Like, yeah. And it's the wig. It's the wig choice. I swear. I swear it is. Which sex scene was worse, Stacey Marks and Bobby DeFranco or Detective Brown? Oh yeah. Oh, we can't forget about Two Pump Chuck. What about Two Pump Chuck? Detective Brown. Well, yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I'm gonna go with Brian and Jen. Because at least they tried to have they tried to have a little bit more chemistry, but that, like, physically between Brian and Jen, it didn't even look like, it was the worst. It was the worst. Yes, it was. The BMSing, Two Pump Chuck. You remember when he went to cheat on his wife with the neighbor, and he did two pumps? That, I mean, at least it was a decent scene because it seemed like it was realistic. But that whole Jen and Brian, they got it. They got it. Right. That really could have been a deleted scene. Like, they could have really kind of panned when we saw them getting on the desk or whatever. They could have just kind of panned out, and maybe we heard some humping and huffing and puffing and breathing. So I really didn't have to see that. It was so awkward. So then we get to Tommy talking to his plug. I call her a plug because she got the information. She got the intel. Okay. So she comes and tells him about whose burner has been locked. And the burner that was locked was He said, who is it? He said, Shanti. I think he said Jannard. He was like, no. She was like, Vic. He was like, who? You? Are you for real? Who? Yes, Vic. He been playing on your top all this time. Yes, Vic. Yes. Wake up. All right. Oh, so you think it was Stacy and her husband? Okay, I thought it was way better than Detective Brian and Detective Jen from BMF, child. Now I looked away. Oh yeah, and Diamond got early parole, right? And then he said, "Okay, yes," and he said he was glad that he was back with CBI. Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much. That was that scene, but y'all know I'm rushing. I'm late for my meeting, but I want to get through it because I'm almost done. I swear that was the perfect. Yes, it was a good call. That's what I said. She's the plug, man. I love it. I love it. Cause Tommy, I don't know what the hell he thinking about. I'm telling you, he must still be having Mireya on the brain or something. I don't know what is going on. Then again, now we have them in the car talking. And Tommy said, let me use your car. Because we already seen how Nunez got himself hemmed up with using a spottable car. So he asked the lawyer to use her car. Good call, Tommy. I like that. I like that. Tommy sees his ass. Let me move this comment so y'all can see. Look at Tommy's face. I love that stare that they just left that stare on the screen when he saw Vic getting out the Fed's car. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. That's a look that looked like it's gonna cancel Christmas. But like I said, I feel like they're gonna try to, so it won't be so obvious. And they're gonna do like a switcheroo. But Tommy better cancel Christmas on his ass for real. And that face looks like the face of I want to cancel Christmas. And he better cancel it just like he canceled it on Proctor. Because Proctor didn't deserve that. Proctor did not deserve that, Tommy. Inga said they both were gross. Hey, LSW. Okay, babe. All right, yes. Jenny Sue is the Tommy's attorney, right? That's her name. Yes, love that. That was a cute little how they did that. And do y'all notice how fast paced this season was and how jam packed? Like, do y'all know how many screenshots? I got over 200 screenshots, and I had to like condense it down to 40 so I can do like a small 1 hour live. But they are jam packing these episodes. These episodes have been fantastic. Yes. Hey, Greta. You gonna have to catch the replay. I am late for a meeting. I appreciate everybody who came through. Make sure y'all are liking up the video before you leave out. Make sure when you catch the replay, make sure leave some engagement in the comments. Let me know whether or not you enjoyed it. I have to get better because I'm definitely covering Raising Canaan. Okay, so these little lunchtime things, I'm gonna have to try to throw them together and get them together because we have to talk. Because Raising Canaan is my favorite. Y'all know it's my favorite. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Right. What if what if that would have been the ending though? Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Blazing Saddles. Yes, and chat. Yeah, y'all were getting it in the chat. I appreciate all the comments, everything. Just make sure you leave them down in the comment box as well, y'all. And hopefully maybe I can get on someone's panel to discuss it, I'll reach out to Vacay J and Brillo, and maybe we can I can get on a panel with somebody. Okay. So yes, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody for coming through. And yeah, y'all, I gotta be out, y'all. I'm late for my meeting. Bye.